Hello everyone, it's Daren with Madcap Toys. Glad to be back with you. We're back here in the toy barn. The temperature has got a little bit cooler. We've been busy, still doing stuff with the house, trying to get insurance policies coming in, coming out, get everything done that we've had to deal with the hail damage and all that. We've been doing pretty good on sales. I'm not sure on the numbers today, if it's 10, 11, or 12. What is it, Kathy?
10.
We've got 10 items that's going to be going out today. We've got some basically that we've got in the queue, and we're going to be trying to ship those out the next day. And we know that the way things are going to keep going well from what looks like down the line for us for the next little bit at least. Poshmark has been kicking it out of the ballpark. eBay has done okay. Macari, well, they could pick it up a little bit, but overall, we're not doing very bad at all with any of the sites. They're all seeming to fire better than they have been firing. We've been selling good action figures. We've been selling good coins. We've been selling even good Barbies, and I do think that the Barbie movie has been helping out a little bit on the dolls, but things have been going a lot better for us. Now, I've been talking to a few of you guys and gals in both private chat, comments, etc. and so forth, eBay, YouTube, whatnot, not so much whatnot, I'm sorry about that, but various comment places dealing with these sites. But some of you guys have said that your sales have also picked up and been showing the upline trend curve, so hopefully, and this is what we've got right now, things are going to get better. But at least we know the fourth quarter is coming. That's usually our best time of the year, and probably some of you guys that are out there selling as well, that's yours as well. Kathy has a few topics that she's going to bring up today, and I think it's going to be of interest. And Kathy, are you ready to go or not?
Absolutely.
All righty.
Hey folks, this is Kathy. Welcome back to Madcap Toys. We're back in the toy barn, right? I told you we would eventually get back there. As you know, the title said, do this to make money on eBay and Poshmark consistently. So I'm going to shout it out because usually people want to know right then and there, and I understand that because you're out here to resell your wares, right? We're not here to play games. We're here to resell our goods. So I'm just going to make it plain before we go on to our what solds. There's something that I had been doing lately, and it's not something that is a secret, but something that helped boost my specifically Poshmark sales. As a matter of fact, within the last 2 days, we have really bumped up our Poshmark sales to where I have at least, I think, 8 to 10 in the queue. Most of them you're going to see over here that I'm going to show you what sold. I think I showed off one in the last video, and there's a couple more that you'll probably see on the next video. But it's been really doing well. But you want to make sure that if you are on Poshmark, and even on eBay, that you're not doing this to items that you've paid a higher price for, like you've put a lot of meat into it, right? You only want to do it to items that you didn't put much if anything into it, to be able to sell it at a put it listed at a higher price, but you've got that room to come down when you're sending out those offers. So eBay, as you guys know, and you've watched these videos hopefully for a long time, so on eBay, your only way you can send offers out is when eBay allows you to do it, right? But specifically on Poshmark, every day, if you get more and more likes, and as you list more and more, you are able to go up to the right and put send offer to likers. So I'll go down, and there were some of them I put out like a 20% to a 30% markdown, right? And then I also discounted shipping just a little bit. And I always look through just to make sure that on my items that I am making not only what I paid into the item, of course, but making some profit as well. What kind of room that do I have to be able to do those things? So in doing so, they allowed me to do like 237 items, I think, the other day on the sending offer, sorry. And instantly I was telling Daren I had at least, I think, 3 sales at first in one day, which was really cool. And then the next day, I went and did another 123 offers to likers on Poshmark. And within like an hour or two, I was telling Daren we had another 6 more sales. So we're up to 10 pending orders on Poshmark right now. You're going to see most of them today. Again, like I said, I showed one yesterday on the last video. and then 1 or 2 will be available on the next video. But it's amazing how just doing something simple like that had raised the bar for us. And again, you know, you may have to, if you're only sending offers out once a day on eBay when they allow you, I always check the send offers eligible on a regular basis, once every few hours, from the first time I wake up all the way till like right before I shut the computer off to go to bed. And it seems like it has been helping. This morning, for just Daren doing it a little bit before we got gas for our cars and everything for our jobs, he received a sale, right? You received a sale in the last few minutes?
Yeah, I just got
And then then there was one in the car. I said, Daren, hey, somebody had an offer for WWF Alberto Del Rio 12-inch, and I said they're only asking $2 off of what we're asking. He said, take it, accepted it, she's paid, everything's good. But what I'm saying is if you're struggling, focus on those send offers. That is a key, and do it consistently. Don't do it just once in a while. Schedule yourself to look at it throughout the day if you are one of those active resellers on eBay, and mostly with Poshmark, because I kind of let go of that a little bit where I wasn't doing it on a daily basis. But now that I've picked that up, it's seemingly, as long as Poshmark allows me, it has been bringing in and moving stuff out.
It's been picking up sales about 3 to 5%.
Exactly. So, but again, before we begin, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. Comments, we love them, guys. We love your input, and we love you, and we love the fact that you're giving us feedback on your sales, how they're doing, but most importantly, any of your insights as well. And of course, subscribe to the Madcap Toy family if you haven't already. We would love for you to be a part of us. And then hit the bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. So exciting news, guys. Again, you might be able to see it behind me. We've got more of like a seasonal thing today. We had one from Macari. We got one from eBay, but a lot of it today is going to be Poshmark. So this is going to be fun. And we've noticed in the last week or two, actually maybe within the last month, we have actually been selling some Halloween items, and we have been selling a couple of Christmas items. So even though we are not officially in the burrs yet, we are getting people that are buying our seasonal items. So don't be afraid to list those seasonals. Because even if you have stuff, well, I got some Easter stuff or Valentine's Day, it's coming, guys. It's coming. So even though we're only maybe 6 months away from Valentine's Day, go ahead and list it. If it's Easter, go ahead and list it, because that time is going to come, and people do buy ahead for decor and the such. You guys know that. And that's what we did. There were some things like this Halloween pumpkin we had listed last fall. It stuck for a little while, and now all of a sudden people are buying our inflatables and our wooden mandalamas, etc. So, do that. Don't be afraid to list seasonal while you're listing your regulars. It helps. Right, Daren?
Yeah, I mean, people don't realize it's better to list early than late.
Absolutely.
If you have it on, you can sell it.
Right.
If it's on after the season, you're going to have to wait at least another 8 months before people seriously look and buy an item.
Right.
And you think, well, it probably isn't worth my time. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Because sometimes if you put sales, you'll have those gold diggers, if you want to call it that,
right.
looking for those treasures out there. You might be able to offer an offer out there to move something that you may not move any other time at the very worst, by offering a really good deal.
It's the truth.
And I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of good treasure seekers that start out being those kind, and they come back. And they come back because we develop a relationship with them. And so it's never too early or too late to put an item on. But you want to start putting on at least 6 months early to get your item in there, to get it rooted. And if you're like us, Kathy especially, she'll put on one and then, oh, hey, we got 4 more of these.
Yeah.
So putting on quantities, you can score big time, guys.
And then also too, and I don't know if this works for Poshmark, if you Poshmarkers that are veterans way more than I am, please shout. I don't know if that trips the algorithm if you have a multi-quantity listing on Poshmark, if that pushes it up in the results. I would assume it is, right? Let me know in the comments below if you agree. If not, please let me know that too. I know eBay, it does. It trips up the algorithm. Eventually you get other people buying that same item, and then, it kind of, you get to where the inventory basically sells out. Not sure on Poshmark, but it may help, right? It doesn't hurt. Exactly. So, all right. So we're going to stop talking and we're going to start showing what we got here. So we're going to go start out with Macari. And yes, guys, I've been a little bit lazy in the sense of I don't want to write all of this on paper as much as possible. So you guys have been knowing lately in the videos, I've been just, you know, going on my phone and pulling these up and doing what I can do. So most of the Macari, we actually already mostly got those out in the last video. So this was the last pending order here, Daren, on Macari that we had. So we're going to move him on out.
We did find it, right? What?
He's right here, yeah.
Deal.
So he's right here.
May.
So this is the 1996, sorry guys, Chat May Barbarian Warrior action figure. And it is going out to Jose. Hi, Jose. For $3 plus, you guys are saying it with me, shipping to boot. Thanks so much, Jose, for that. So that is going out in the AM with Daren as I travel to Terre Haute tomorrow doing my day job. And then eBay, guys, we have eBay pending orders, so don't be surprised. We're like, oh, she's only showing one eBay item. No, we've got more. It's just that we shipped that video you saw with me. Yeah, the last video, we shipped all of it out. That was due on the 21st, so we're heading towards the Tuesday. So that's the reason. It's doing fine. Okay, and this, as you guys, as I showed it off just a minute ago, some Halloween. Look at this, it's so fun. And we have 7 more of these available. So this came from one of our Amazon pallets. And I love this. It is and the name of the company, please forgive me, Tizmat, T-Z-S-M-A-T, I don't know. Tizmat Halloween 25-inch inflatable evil giant pumpkin with built-in LED. So I believe he can turn not only green and orange, I think there's a couple of other colors, but don't hold me to it. It doesn't really show on the box, but it does show that it has like a little remote controller. See that? How cool is that? The 25-inch, you can save energy, built-in super bright. It's super bright, so you may not want it in front of your bedroom window, perhaps, if you have to go to bed early. But this sold to Rick. Hi, Rick. For $7.99. Got a real good deal on this. We may have sent out an offer on this, but we have 7 more of these, so if you are interested, they're pretty cool. I don't know. I know in the pictures I tried to show the different colors in the listing, so you can check that out if you want. All right, now we're going to deal with Poshmark. Poshmark is, like I said, just doing the little things we did to really boost up sales. Has really worked for us. And then I'm consistently listing new items on there, but also eventually I will start to peel over. And we all say when our death pile gets down, when things slow down, our death pile is added, because guess what? Daren said, hey, we're going to go to our liquidator store, but Kath, we're probably not going to buy anything. And I was like, oh, we're going to buy something. And sure enough, we bought another pallet. So this one was really good, though. Really pleased. We had a bunch of toys, which Daren was looking for. We had a few other little things in there. That was a little bit of clothing, not much, like mostly shoes and stuff like that. But it was a large point of toys. He got some G.I. Joes, some Star Wars and prototype, stuff like that. So it was something he really wanted at a really good price. So we went ahead with it. So our death pile is adding. So like I had said, you know, you have a death pile and everything. But if I eventually with Poshmark, when things get a little bit there where I have a little bit of space, I would like to start putting some other things that aren't on Poshmark to see if I can help move things. Not necessarily Daren's collectible toys, etc., but some of the other stuff that he's had long tail for quite a while, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
I don't think we're ever going to get rid of our death pile. I really don't.
I don't think we all, I don't think, yeah. But it grows. And my kids are like, when is it going to stop growing?
I swear.
And I look at them and I smile and probably like, never.
So we're gone.
You know, I will move out the older stuff, but new stuff's going to come in. So it's you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go to the first Poshmark. Here it is. And And I got another one of these, and I think I've got one or two more, guys. Don't hold me to it. I think I do. One or two more. This is and you guys have seen this probably about 5 videos ago or so. This is the electronic interactive alphabet wall chart. Batteries are included. They are included for a toddler to learn their alphabet. And this came from an Amazon pallet. Again, I was able to do a really good deal on this. And it sold to, now on Poshmark, as you guys know, they don't show names. So the username was smacardo512, and it sold for $10. Thank you so much for that. Again, we did some mystery boxes. I was able to not only get what I paid for, but definitely make about 200% back. That was good. All right, and then we have one from a viewer, and she actually messaged me, and she said, and I'm not going to pull them out, guys, because we did what like our other reseller friends on YouTube do. If we have something that's like in a big thing and it already has a box, like I did with the acorns yesterday, we just seal it up, and I'm going to ship it right in this.
And you do have a short on those acorns, don't you? That shows them basically what
he doesn't have it listed yet, so this is going to be way down the road. So, but I do have pictures of this if you want to check it out. It was a 9-piece fidget sensory toy set lot. So 9 pieces, can you believe, are in here, but they're very small. And this lady said she was just going to, add them to her fidget toy collection to lay around for kids to play with. So fantastic. Came from an Amazon pallet, and it sold to Sal RW for $10. And I thought, you know what? It's something that I wanted to move. I don't think I made very much of an offer to it, maybe 20% off. But yeah, it worked out good. And all I gotta do is put a label on it, and off we go. Thank you so much. And then we had a repeat buyer, Darren.
All right.
On Poshmark. So we're going to show...
Whoa. That's a first.
That's a first.
Yeah.
It is a first.
That is a first on Poshmark.
I'm only going to show one of each, guys, so I'm lazy, right? Yeah. So we have one that's a Mondo Llama. It's a Target brand. Mondo Llama Classic Face Pumpkin Standing Wood set of 2. So there are 2 going out. I'm just not faking it here. It's right back here. And, of course, it's great for kids to paint. That would have been fun back in my day, for sure, to paint it up, mark it up, and make it look really cool.
Well, Ellie would
and
like
scary.
it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mondo Llama Classic Fakes Pumpkin Standing Wood set of 2 going out to Nina. Hi, Nina. And you not only bought that, but you bought another set. But this one sold for $10, right? So $5 a piece. Pretty much, I probably paid way less than that, maybe $2. So that's awesome. So $10 for this set. And then she also bought some really nice ones. Mondo Llama Layered Pumpkin Standing Wood set of 2. So she's getting 2 of these again. Going out to Nina for another $10. Thank you so much, Nina. So these are really nice. So $20 for 4 wooden pieces. Really cool. Thank you so much. Going out to you in the AM. Okay, we're skipping that one for next video. Now this one I'm not opening, guys. I didn't open it. I was lucky. This came from an Amazon high count pallet, and I found the picture, and I stuck with it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do that because there was just no way. It's sealed, so it wasn't something I could open up. This is the Christmas movie watching flannel red plaid buffalo check fleece blanket. It literally says, I just want to watch Christmas movies all day. And it is going out to Plum Jazzy. That's her username. And it sold for $12. Thank you so much for that. So it's going to be a nice blanket that they'll be able to cuddle up in during the holiday season. Thank you so much. And next up here we go. More Halloween. I have actually this one's already gone, but I have another one in size 3T and 4T toddler if you're interested. This is the Wizarding World Harry Potter toddler costume. This one, of course, is size small and 2T. Really cute. And it looks like it came from a pallet, and it looks like it hasn't been opened or abused or anything like that. And it is going out to Arms TRH77, and it sold for $16. That's amazing. It doesn't show the pricing, what it would have been hanging out in the stores. Oh yes, it does, right here. It would have been $25. If you would have went to the stores back last fall, you would have paid $25 for this plus tax. So 16 was a great big deal. So thank you so much, going out to you and the AM. Again, I only paid maybe about $4.50, so I made nearly 400% markup on that. Thank you so much. And it doesn't stop there. People are thinking boot season after, you know, Labor Day weekend comes, which isn't too far away, Daren, at all.
No, it's not.
I've been actually in my insurance job. I got lazy because I wanted to wear socks, so instead of wearing my
Okay, so these are holiday
shoes,
boots?
Not really.
Basically.
You can wear them after September.
Okay.
Get away with it. Because, like, I wore, like, some low-cut ankle boots to my job for the last 2 weeks. Because, like I said, I wanted to wear socks. I didn't want to wear flats. I was lazy. I was lazy. I used to wear the taller boots. I have a pair. I wear some fluffy ones in the wintertime when the snow gets out here, and Daren sees me fall on my face all the time. But the only thing with me, I always have trouble with the fake leather kind of tearing up and stuff like that. So I've been doing ankle boots lately. I may get back to the taller boots, but this came from a pallet. It is new with tag. It's a New Day brand. Abril tall boots, dark taupe, size 8.5, and it's going out to eMommy1 for $20. That's amazing. And of course, it's still mint with tag and everything. Has the zip, and yeah, it's going out to her. They look really, really nice. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And then lastly, guys, this came to me just like it did. Also, again, from a lot of pallet items, Daren. Lots of pallet items.
Wasn't today 90%, 80% pallet? I mean, I know we got one thing that's I call toy.
There is only...
Right?
It's all 98%. This was the only piece that was
no Hot Wheels, pallet. No coins.
No coins. This was the only non-pallet item. Everything else was pallet.
Well, I can do that.
He can do that all day long, right? That's what's exciting. All right, so this is fun. I might have Daren... No, I won't have him model this.
Come on.
This is
no, it's a banana.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a Hide and Eek boutique adult banana Halloween costume mask, and it was originally priced, if you went to the department store, for $15. And so they got a deal. This is going out to Jack's 2018 for $12 plus shipping to boot. There we go. We got some course going on there. Shipping to boot. So thank you so much for that. So really cool. I'm assuming, you know, I tried to guess how they, I guess they put their face through the back like this somehow, and the bottom of the banana kind of hangs below their face, I assume. Really fun, and I know that they're going to have a good time with it. So gonna have that all folded and gently and wrapped up and send it out to them tomorrow. So those are the 10 items, guys, that I have. And like I said, we have some pending orders. More on Poshmark, a lot more on eBay. And right now, Macari, I don't think has anything, but that can all change. It is around lunchtime, so it can change in a whip. I don't have anything more else to say. I do know that, like I said, Daren and I did get a pallet yesterday. We got a little bit of clothing, shoes, and all that.
I got a lot of prototypes.
A lot of toys is what we were focusing on. But also, I want to show this off because it's right here, and I've got 4 of these.
I really like
We love to sell these Zach coolers. They're popular. They're really popular. We do sell them. I've got different colors. You guys probably have seen them all in videos before.
Yeah, you've got like this size,
the raspberry.
2 different sizes.
See how? Put it up against the size.
I mean, that thing is.
That is a gargantuan,
dude.
Right?
Yeah.
There's I said no. You've got a tumbler.
I got 4 in so far that I know of. I really want one. I was going to buy it, you know, out of the inventory.
I bought him a $30 tumbler last year that he doesn't use very well.
But look at this thing, dude. I mean, you can drink all day long.
This is the lid You Love Is Back original slide lid. Okay, so it's really cool. But it's a 30-ounce tumbler, so 20 hours of cold. So if you're out there like me in the heat tomorrow, I'll be going out with my coworker.
Or mowing a yard.
Over an hour away, you've got to have your drink being cold because of the heat.
Yeah.
Or 4 hours hot. You know, if you're in the wintertime and you got you're all day long and you need to have some coffee and caffeine there. 4 hours hot. So love the Zach's.
Now I'll just testify. These are good, guys. If you guys are driving trucks, if you're out doing stuff and you're in and out all day long, getting hot or cold, this is really good, especially if you're like me and like your coffee. this can save your life.
I'm just gonna make him do the extra bubble.
4 hours of heat, awesome.
But yeah, it's made really good. So I like when we get those in, and Daren goes, do we have those? And I said, well, we have mint green ones, but they're like this big. And he's like, let's get this because this has big ones. And I said, okay, let's do that. And of course, like I said, we found some G.I. Joe stuff he's really happy about. Not only, was it vehicles?
It was vehicles. I got some prototype figures.
Of Luke Skywalker?
Of Star Wars series, yeah.
Different colors.
And I'm still looking around. I'm going to be putting out another order for a large toy order with her. We've got to just work out the details.
Once we kind of regulate our sales coming in, once they get
sort of caught up
from pending to in the bank, right?
Right.
Then we're having a meeting on that. But also, too, not only that, did you get that? Right up there where your Zach was.
Oh, right up here?
No, it was like over here, but you kind of moved it around.
All right, well, I'll move him and
figure it out, right? Or put him here or something like that.
I'll figure it out.
Moving things around.
That happens.
Right, so we'll figure it out.
That's all right.
I would just put him up there. But anyway, other than that, also as well, he did get a bunch of, which was exciting, Jurassic World dinosaurs. There was one. Now, of course, when you get pallets, guys, you're going to get mass of one type, right? But we didn't care. We just wanted it because we know the price point that we paid was so low, we can make deals and do what we just talked about, right? So it was it begins with an A. I don't remember. We're not going to even try to fathom that. Ankylosaurus, or it was something raptor. I don't remember. But anyway, we saw like 5 or 10 on top of the open Gaylord that we saw, and I was like, let's get, that's a good idea. So we had to pick and choose because we had like 5 or 6 pallets in a row, and we'd walk and say, what do you like about this one? Well, I don't like the fact that it had this, this, and this. This one has so many of that. Okay, let's walk. So we go to the next one. What do you think about this? Well, this one has what we usually like in our toy area, blah, 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 blah. And we'd go. So we picked one out that pretty much I kind of grabbed because it was mostly had really good toys. He was really pleased when we unloaded yesterday. He was like, okay, this was good.
Yeah, I just sort of walked through and she sort of deep dives. And so I'm looking
they had an Our Generation doll in there, but mostly what I was looking at.
Which is a score for you because you really like Our Generation dolls.
Right. Yeah. I get people that are like them all the time and I do sell them. But what really scored for him was the mass of the Luke Skywalker prototypes, the Jurassic World dinosaurs, which we had a lot of, and the G.I. Joes. When we started getting
the Joes.
He saw the figures. He was like, oh, that's cool. It was Duke, I think. He was like, oh, that's cool.
Well, I've got 2 different styles.
And then when I started getting deeper, because we take turns with teamwork, I grab it out and I set it down on the concrete, clean concrete, and he picks it up, and because he's down at the bottom, with a car, and he packs. He's a good packer. He's a good packer and a good shelf organizer. He has a good strength with that. For me, I'm opposite. I may be okay, but the thing I don't like is organizing. That's not my thing. It just, that's a weakness for me. I like him to do that part of it, and it works out beautiful. But as he's organizing the car, knowing what space we got, I started seeing the G.I. Joe, I think it was vehicles or construction sets.
It was vehicles, yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh. What am I going to do? I grabbed this out and I put it down to see what he says. And he goes, okay. And then it was like,
and my neighbor next to me is like, well, we all like different stuff.
Yeah, we had another pallet guy on the corner. He's putting stuff away. He goes, oh, you like that, huh? Okay. And we made a friend. So if you're watching, hey, guy. So we had worked out things.
Hope he got down to Missouri safe.
I hope so too. Yeah. And there was a couple things, I'm not shouting out anything there, but there was a couple of big things that we couldn't fit in our car.
We just gave
and Daren and I looked at each other because he owns a store out down there in Missouri. I don't know what it is, or I would shout it out the name. But he owns a store, and we had like this big floor lamp, and we had this display fixture, and I know Daren and I couldn't.
A table.
Yeah, and couldn't have moved that quickly. Right. So we looked at him, and I looked at him, and I was like, do you want this? And Daren was like, yeah, do that. And he goes, wait a minute, what? I said, no, you talked to us about another supplier that you were talking about. You had me look at your phone on the video. We talked back and forth, and I said, you could move this way quicker than me. I said,
It's probably about $200 worth of stuff.
At least. It was a floor lamp, it was a display fixture, and there was another big item. I can't remember what it was.
It's like a table,
but
you'd have to put it together.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said,
and I don't have
this?
room for
and
that.
he goes, yeah. And he was really pleased. He goes, you don't have to do that. That's crazy. And I said, no. You could do that. You could use this better off than we can. We can move it. We have smaller items. And so he said, so he helped us out. He gave us some information. We helped him with a few things, and it all worked out for the greater good. And we're psyched and happy about that.
Some days it's better to, and you know what I'm saying, you other sellers out there, it's better to lose a little and gain a friend than it is to sit there and say, hey, I'm going to keep it all and take it home, and you keep it forever because it's not your market. I would rather somebody else that has a market or can donate it to a church or to a community center or something of that nature. I'd rather give it to somebody that's got a little bit more contacts in that kind of way than what sometimes we have.
We have some YouTube channel friends as well that also, some of them have a percentage that if their bins get down long enough, and you know who you are if you're watching, that they actually take that and they take it to a charity, a donation, and they regularly donate that small portion every week, put it on against their taxes, etc. For us, we didn't think about that. We didn't think about a write-off, but it's something that we thought, you know what?
Hey, I made a friend. That's the way I look at it.
We made a friend. We were happy. They gave us a connection, and to us, that meant more to us than he'll ever know. But anyway, that's pretty much it there. But yeah, guys, I don't have anything else. I've got to wrap these up and then help Daren with pictures and get some more stuff found so we can do this again, right? All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.